Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Ross.
I'm David.
And today we're going to bring you a 1500 point battle report. Well, I'll be using Imperial Fists.
And I'll be using Alaitoc Craftworlds.
So you have a bit of an interesting one. First time I've actually used like Loyalist Marines.
Yeah, so go gently on Ross, guys. If he gets anything wrong, trying his best, first time taking him out for a spin.
Yeah, so give him a go because, yeah, something different.
So we're going to play Deadlock today from the original rulebook. So that obviously means we're not using any of the sort of who goes first rules from chapter approved, just rules as written on the mission. Deadlock is very, very simple, guys. You'll have 6 tactical objectives throughout the game, score victory points by claiming those objectives. However, in turn 1, you're allowed to have 6 tactical objective cards active. Turn 2, you're allowed to only have 5 active. Turn 3, you can have 4 active, so on and so forth. And then by turn 7, you'll eventually not allowed to have any active. One last sort of rule is by turn 3, all command point costs are doubled.
We forget that.
Apologies in advance if we forget that.
We forget it every time.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker all included. So with that, guys, let's show you the armies.
We have here our 1500 points of Imperial Fists Space Marines. I'm going to use a Spearhead detachment, so I'm going to have 4 command points to use in this game. From HQ, I have Captain Lysander. His warlord trait will be Architect of War. Yeah, and he's geared up with all his Storm Shield and Thunder Hammer that does not suffer penalties, which I've been hurt by many a times. We've also got 2 units of Tactical Marines, 10 bolt guns, 10 bolt pistols, frag and crack grenades all in the squads, but one of them, which is armed with the Lieutenant, has a Power Fist. I've then got my armoured division, so I have 3 Predators, all armed with twin last cannons, 2 last cannons and Hunter Killer Missile. That's on all 3 of them. Then I have 3 Vindicators, all with Demolisher cannons and Hunter Killer Missiles. Then I have 2 Rhinos as well, both of them armed with Storm Bolters and Hunter Killer Missiles. And that is my 1500 points of Imperial Fists.
So here we have my 1500 points of Alaitoc Craftworlds. So today it's going to be a battalion detachment, giving me 8 command points to play with, and I'll be spending 1 command point right off the bat to use the Wraith Host detachment from the Vigilist book. So we'll be using some of the Wraith construct rules today. So who's leading this army? Well, we've got a Farseer and a Skyrunner with Singing Spear, Twin Shuriken Catapult, Shuriken Pistol. Warlord trait will be Seer of the Shifting Vector, and you'll have the Remnant of Glory, the Phoenix Gem. His psychic powers will be Guide and Doom, the usual for him. We then have Maugan Ra with his Mauditor, and a Spirit Seer for a 3rd HQ choice with a Shuriken Pistol and Witch Staff, and the Spirit Seer will be substituting his psychic power to have Twilight Gloom, which is adding cover. That's one of the Wraith Host sort of rules. Cool, looks pretty cool, that psychic power. Let's see how it works. We then have 3 troop choices, all identically kitted out, 5-man Dire Avenger squads with 4 Avenger Shuriken Catapults, Power Glaive on the Exarch with a Shimmer Shield. We then move into some of the heavy hitters. We've got 10 Dark Reapers, all with 9 Reaper launchers and an Eldari missile launcher on the Exarch. Then we have 3 support weapons, all with D cannons in their crew, and then a big bad Wraith Knight with 2 heavy Wraith cannons and 2 shoulder mounted scatter lasers. Yeah, so with that, guys, let's show you the table.
This is the battle map that me and David are playing on today. So it's the Cityscape one. Don't think we've done this in quite a wee while. So we do have 6 objective markers out in the field. We've got objective marker 1 down here, number 2 up in this corner, number 3 is just on this side, number 4 is going directly into the centre, and number 5 over here, and number 6 randomly put just at the top here. Now we are playing Hammer and Anvil, so we're playing 1 long edge, well 1 short edge to 1 other short edge. With that, let's have a look at deployment. We have here our Imperial Fist deployment. Pretty simple. I've got a Rhino with Tactical Marines and Power Fist over here. Vindicators and Predators and Lysander all tanked up. Very dangerous strategy on this one, but I do have a plan. and then I have another Rhino with Tactical Marines on that side, giving me a bit of mobility and also points, if needed, to capture. So yeah, pretty simple deployment. Let's have a look at the Eldar.
So this is the Alaitoc Craftworlds deployment. So we have Dire Avengers over here, Dire Avengers in the middle with a Spirit Seer. Basically, whenever I deploy him, your blast cannons are going to shoot at him. So
that's kind of a plan.
Yeah, so sure, he's up front. Weapon support batteries, or support weapons teams, I think you call them now, with the D cannons up front. Farseer in the middle. Mogan Ra there with his bunch of Dire Avengers. No Dire Avengers, Dark Reapers. That's it, guys. Staring down quite literally the barrel of Imperial Fist guns. But more importantly, it's time to see though who will get first turn. So Ross, you finished deploying first, buddy.
Oh, I need this so much. I'll get +1. I really need this to go well. Oh no.
So you got 2.
I really need you to roll poorly here, David. Otherwise, I'm in trouble.
No, I only rolled just enough. So can you seize Ross on a 6+, buddy?
I really can. I need first turn. I banked kind of everything on it. Oh no.
This could be very bad. So guys, we managed to actually get turn 1. Fantastic. I'm just going to barrel them forward and shoot lots of Elder weaponry. I'm a little out of kilter with this Elder force because I usually use a lot of bikes, but we'll see how the heavy hitters work. Let's crack on with the movement. Just drawn my tactical objective cards, and quite interesting, I got priority orders received, and then I drew defend 2. So my warlord has to defend marker number 2, which is over there, and I'll get 5 victory points. Or I'm basically giving up his entire psychic phase because, yeah, it's a tough one. We will see.
Nope. Take the 5 victory points.
Secure 3, which is not going to happen over there. I got defend 1, which is not going to happen. Combined strike. Basically destroy a unit in psychic, shooting, or fight phase. And if I do it, I believe, in 2 of the phases, I get D3 victory points instead of 1. Or if I do it in all 3 phases, I get D3 plus 3. Secure 5 and Secure 6. Well, Secure 5 is there, and Secure 6 over there. Alright guys, so we finished up the movement phase. And yeah, what have we done? Well, Dire Avengers are staying all together, because they don't really need to move. My Warlord Farseer has moved on to objective number 2 to hopefully give me 5 victory points, and I've moved all 10 of the Dark Reapers. And Mogan Ra a little bit forward to get in range. Over here, the weapons batteries have moved up to get in range of Ross's Vindicators. I can't get in range of the Predators, unfortunately. Spirit Seer advanced to stay within 6 inches of the Wraith Knight. And I've just used the Spirit Host or Spirit Shield stratagem for 2 command points from the Vigilist Spirit Host attachment to give him a 4-up invul. What it does, guys, is remove his 4-up invul from his runic armor and put it until the start of the next turn of 4-up invul on to the Wraith Knight because he's a Wraith construct. So that brings me down to a total of 8 down to 5 command points because I've spent 1 for the detachment and 2 command points there. With that, it's worth going straight into our psychic phase. Sorry guys, I keep calling it Spirit Host. This is a Wraith Host with only really 1 Wraith unit. So I'm going to use the Psychic Power, I think it's called Twilight Gloom from the Spirit Seer, onto the Wraith Knight to give him the benefit of cover, even if he's in plain sight. So it's 6 to cast. I get it, and Ross can't deny, so the Wraith Knight is in cover with a 4-up invul. And then probably my last power, I'm going to use Guide with the Farseer onto the support weapons teams, basically to try and give them reroll all hits. So it's a 7 to cast with my Farseer. I can reroll 1 dice, or well, I can reroll any number of dice, sorry. So it's a 50-50, because I need a 4.
Or you could reroll both.
Or I could reroll both. I'm actually going to reroll both.
Dangerous.
That is dangerous. Here we go. So reroll both with the runic armor. Nail it. So we do get Guide on to the weapons teams. Starting off the shooting phase, we're going to go straight with these support weapons team, weapons batteries, whatever I'm calling them, the big D cannons. They're going to shoot 2 of them into the furthest away Vindicator and 1 of them into that Vindicator in the middle. We're kind of splitting their fire. It's a bit of a risk. Maybe might not get a guaranteed kill, but if I can at least damage them,
Yeah.
it's a win. So we'll go with the first two on to the furthest away one. So that's 2 D3 shots first of all. That's clearly got. Oh, not good. So that'll be, what, 3 shots?
Yeah, 3 shots. How many command points you got?
I've got 5 remaining. But this will be my one for the shooting phase.
I'd keep it for the Wraith Knight, your reroll.
Yeah. So we'll go with that one just now. So 3 shots in total, guys. We're hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. And it is heavy. I believe D cannons are heavy.
They are indeed heavy
Yep,
DC.
so hitting on 4s, but I am guided. So re-rolling everything bar 3s, guys. Re-roll that 2. So we get 2 hits. We're strength 12, so winding on 3s. It's not been good, but it will be -4 to your save, which I believe gives you no save.
No save at all.
So D6 damage.
Oh.
That is shockingly bad for 1 wound. I'm going to leave it for now. We'll move on to the other Vindicator. So D3 shots for 2. 4s, reroll everything bar 3s. Oh, this is not going well. 3s to wound. For a wound, and no save, so D6 damage. So 1 Vindicator takes a wound and the other takes 3. Next up, my Wraith Knight is going to go with his Wraith Cannons and Scatter Lasers. What I'm going to do actually here, guys, is I'm going to shoot all the Scatter Lasers into the already wounded Vindicator, the one that's down to 8 wounds, and I'm going to put all my Wraith Cannon shots into the unwounded Vindicator right here, guys, just so you can see it. So it's 4 shots with the heavy Wraith Cannons, hitting on 3s, because ignore the effects of heavy. Only 2 have hit. I need to reroll one of them.
Yeah, I would agree.
So we get 3 hits. Now I'm strength 16, so I wound on 2s. For 3 wounds, there's no save, it's -4, and these are D6 damage apiece.
Cool,
Are they
cool,
D6? Yeah, they're D6 damage apiece. 5, 6, 7, that's 9 wounds on that Vindicator.
Is that the middle one?
That's the one that's not been touched yet.
Oh, right, okay.
And then the Scatter Lasers into the middle Vindicator, the one that's down to 8 wounds, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. For only 1 save to make at your 3 up armor, Ross.
3 up armor, no AP?
No, AP dash.
How much damage does it do?
Just 1.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Maugan Ra's going to shoot next with the Maugator, and I'm going to use the Shuriken round. I'm going to shoot that twice, so 8 shots in total at the 2 wound remaining Vindicator. So hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. Okay. Wounding on 5s because it's strength 6. Sure, so that's 4 wounds at -1.
So that's 4 up save?
4 up save. You nailed it, you're down to 1 wound remaining.
Whoa.
Dark Reapers are going to shoot next. Now, the shooting phase has been really dire so far. So the Exarch is going to shoot his Eldari missile launcher at the 1 wounded Vindicator. Probably not going to do much damage, but have to hope. And 9 Reaper launchers into the middle Predator up there. So let's go with the Reaper launchers first, guys. So we're hitting on 3s, reroll 1s due to Maugan Ra. So far, looking great. So we get 8 hits, and we're wounding on 3s, strength 8 against toughness 7. Wounding on 3s. Oof, not good. Now -2 will bring it to a 5 up save here, Ross.
Okay, so I need to save 2 of these.
Yep, I think you're going to do it. Oh no, you've not saved enough.
I can command point 1 to try and save it. I'm going to have to. Survive!
You do. So you've used the command points, you're down to how much?
2.
2. And you've taken 9 damage on the middle Predator. Let's go with the Eldari missile launcher next from the Exarch. Hits, wounding on 4s. Nothing, and I've used my reroll, guys. Did Feigned Retreat there for 1 command point, not Feigned Retreat. It's Fire and Fade. So I've just moved those Dark Reapers, 7 inches back. Right, really bad, guys. We managed to get first turn, but we did not take advantage of it. We killed nothing. We did some damage, but killed nothing. I will secure 5 with those Dire Avengers, but I'm going to burn 6 because, well, guess what? I ain't getting that anytime soon. So we'll bring the score 1-0 for the Craftworlds as we move into Imperial Fists turn 1.
We are on to Imperial Fists, turn 1. David did not do nearly as good as he hoped there. Let's face it, I still have the contingency of all my tanks still there. So I've got to be really aggressive here to cause some major damage. Seeing what my cards are, David is going to score a lot of points at the end of my turn unless I kill his warlord. Not going to happen. But I do have a chance to cause a huge amount of damage. Let's see if I can. But first we'll look at the cards.
Command points, Ross?
Oh, and we're going to recap the command points where I think, David, you're on 4 and
yep.
I'm on 1. I'm on 2. We have here our 6 tactical objectives. So we have Emperor's Retribution, which requires me to steal tactical objective markers from you, David, which is not going to happen. Defend Objective 1, easy peasy. On a chapter, I've got to wound one of your characters. Not going to happen, it's got to be with one of my characters, so not going to happen yet. Big Game Hunter, I've got to kill a model that has loads of wounds, so that Wraith Knight is looking good. Defend Objective 6, which should be just up here. So that's easily done. I've got Tactical Marines ready to take that point. And I've got Defend Objective 2, which is kinda not gonna happen. Overall, I'm kinda pleased with it. There's some that definitely need to go, but we'll see as they go, as I do my movement. Well, it's going to be a pretty simple movement phase for me. Not much actually happened. Rhino here stayed still because I need that point. The Vindicators, I was planning to move them forward and maybe do line breaker bombardment, but one of them causes damage, can't get me in range where I wanted it to be. So I'm now sort of committed to, with Big Game Hunter, dealing with this thing. So we'll work on it. Predator stayed still because they've got Lysander, we've got loads of rerolls there. And then we also had our Tactical Marines come out of the transport to take number 6. So that's going to give me a few points here. Very simple and very dangerous, but our main target is only one model. Deal with it.
Ross, are you popping smoke in the rhinos?
I am not.
You're not. We should also mention, I earlier on said I'm down to 4 command points. I'm actually down to 3, guys, because I used the reroll, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on 2. So it's time to try and eliminate a knight. We're going to start off with the injured Vindicator against the Wraith Knight. I'm going to put everything into it, so that's the Demolisher Cannon and also the Hunter Killer Missile. Just pop straight into it. So I'll do the Hunter Killer Missile first. It's going to be usually 5/6 and damaged, but you're -1 due to being Alaitoc.
Alaitoc, yeah.
Alaitoc. I will get to reroll 1, 2, 3s and 4s because of Lysander is a Chapter Master.
Which you spent the points for.
I did, and I'm thankful for it now. So yeah, don't roll a 5.
Hunter Killer Missile done.
Yep.
Demolisher Cannon.
Demolisher Cannon. Now I wouldn't mind a 5.
Yeah. Got it.
So
3 shots.
3 shots, hit on 5s, hit on 6s, rerollings 1s to 4.
Oh! Whoa! Not good for me.
Whoa.
Okay. Strength
Okay.
10 against toughness 8, so 3s to win.
3s to win.
Oh.
That was by far probably the most ironic rolling I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
That was painful. So the middle one is going to fire at the Wraith Knight.
Yep.
Again, we're just doing the same again. So Hunter Killer Missile, this one's going to hit on 4s, and I get to reroll 1s and 2s.
Yep, go for it.
So reroll 1s and 2s because of Lysander as a Chapter Master now.
Yeah.
Cool. Your toughness?
8, so it's 4s to win with the Hunter Killer Missile. Nope.
And the Demolisher Cannon on it, D3 shots.
I can't see that.
So it's 2 shots.
2 shots.
Hitting on 4s, reroll 1s and 2s. Both hit.
Okay.
Come on, wound this time.
3s.
3s to wounds. Right, okay, yeah.
It will go straight to my 4-up invul due to my Spirit Seer. It's D6 damage. You know what? I'm probably never going to get a chance to reroll the invul this turn anyway, so I'm just going to reroll it. Command point it. Nah, so D6 damage. I'm down to 2 command points.
Be high.
3, so I've got 21 wounds remaining.
And next Vindicator is going to do the exact same into the Wraith Knight. So again, we'll go Hunter Killer Missile first, hitting on 4s, reroll 1s and 2s. Okay. Thanks, Lysander. So he does hit.
Cool.
Going to be forced wound you. So we do have a wound.
It will be -2. I'm in cover anyway, so back to a 4-up save. Nope. So
Nope.
D6 damage with a Hunter Killer Missile. I can't see that.
Sorry, that will be a 3.
So I'm down to 18 wounds. And do you want to do your Demolisher Cannon?
Yeah, we'll do that next. So D3 shots. So it's about time I really got a 1 on
Okay.
that one. Not going to reroll, I'll keep that for now. So it's going to be
Force to hit. Ones and twos reroll.
Ones and twos. So we get a hit.
Threes to wound.
Threes to wound.
You wound. 4 up invul. Made it. So I'm down to 18 after the Vindicators have shot.
So I'm going to start off with the damaged Predator. I'm going to activate Kill Shot. I'm going to put all my shots into your
Wraith Knight.
Wraith Knight to try and bring him down. So Kill Shot will activate on all of them if I do target a monster or a vehicle.
Giving you +1 to your wound rolls.
But the damaged one is going to be hit on 6s because it's -1 to hit because your Wraith Knight is really hard to see apparently. Lysander will give me rerolls 1s to 4s. So let's start with the Hunter Killer. Needing 6s. Okay, reroll it. Hey! 4s. Yep, okay.
4 up. Yep, it's ignored.
Okay, we have 4 last scan shots.
This is the danger.
This is where we need it to be. So 4 shots, hitting on 6s, but rerolling everything but 5s. It's really
reroll
bad.
everything.
Okay, so we get 1 hit. Wounding on 3s.
Bit 2s because of Kill Shot.
Oh, indeed, yeah. And I would have
2s.
actually got +1 to hit as well, so 5s would have hit as well, but I think I missed all.
Why would you be +1 to hit?
I think you get +1 to hit wounds.
We'll double check.
Yeah, but either way, they wouldn't have done it. That'll be a wound.
That is a window. 4 up invul. Nope, and I've used my reroll, so D6 damage.
Yeah, so it's actually +1 to wound and damage rolls.
Alright, so not to hit rolls.
Not to hit.
So we're fine then.
We're fine, but this could be deadly. Show me a 6. 5 is good enough. That'll
6.
go up to 6 damage.
So I'm down to 12 wounds.
Next Vindicator is going to do the same again.
Predator.
Predator, sorry, but he is at full efficiency onto your Wraith Knight.
So hitting on 4s because of Alaitoc.
Yep. So we're going to be hitting 4s, reroll 1s and 2s, Hunter Killer time. Yeah, reroll it. So we do hit. 4s to wound.
Sure is.
I think it's actually 3s to wound because +1.
Yeah, but you didn't anyway.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Last cannon time. So 4 shots, hitting on 4s, reroll 1s and 2s. Reroll 1s and 2s. Yep.
Okay, it's looking great. 2s to wound. It's looking dangerous. I think this is bye-bye Wraith Knight, so it'll be 4 up. I'll 2 go through.
2d6 damage +2.
5.
So 7, 8, 9.
Yep, so I'm down to 3 wounds, so it will take your last Predator to take him out.
And finally we have our last Predator who is going to, yep, let's face it, it's going to go after Wraith Knight.
Sure.
So going to be Hunter Killer first, 4s to hit.
Reroll 1s and 2s, Lysander.
1s and 2s.
Nope.
Nope. But we're okay with that. This needs to happen.
Last cannons.
Gonna need
4s to hit.
4s to hit. Reroll 1s and 2s. Don't
You're
roll
nervous.
3s.
You're nervous.
Oh!
Oh, it should be enough. It should be enough.
That's nice.
2s to wound.
All wound, yep. So this is it.
4 up invul. Nope. It's gone.
It's gone. Even, I mean, how well does this one do?
Pretty well.
6. Yeah, that's...
So, does he explode?
Yeah, that's a huge amount of damage.
He does, so let's work this out. So it's 2d6 for catastrophic explosion for the range. 10 inches, that will pretty much just be all of these things here. And it's d6 mortal wounds, so on a 4+ it will kill the Wraith Seer, or Spirit Seer. So he dies. And a 5+ will kill one of the batteries because it's 5 wounds apiece. Nope, but one of the batteries is down to 1 wound remaining.
And with that, we're at the end of the Imperial Fists turn 1, and you know what? Not bad.
Yeah.
We dealt with the Wraith Knight to the last Predator, but I think that one caused nearly 15 wounds itself, so I really wish we kind of opened up with that. That would have been nice, but we dealt with that, killed the Spirit Seer in an explosion, which is excellent as well. So what that will give me is Big Game Hunter. I killed a model with over 20 wounds, so that will give me D3 victory points. For 2 victory points, I also got First Blood, bringing me to 3. David, however, did score with priority orders received, defend objective marker 2 with his Warlord. So that will give him 5 points, 3 for priority orders and 2 for defend 2.
Yeah, so that will then put me to a total of 6 now because I scored one earlier.
That's a lot of points in that one. I do have potential of getting points if David doesn't deal with some of my infantry, but I am also going to burn defend objective marker 2 because it's way over there.
Quick command point recount, I'm at 2.
I'm at 1.
So let's move into Craftworlds turn 2. So into turn 2 for Craftworlds, it's very simple. I need to actually deal with your armor, Ross, and deal with it quickly. I will get a few new tactical objective cards, so let's see what we get. Just drawn 2 new cards, and per deadlock rules, we can now have 5 in our hand rather than 6. So already had Combined Strike, which is basically kill stuff. Secure 3, defend 1, so one of those will be getting burnt. And I got Secure 2 and no prisoners. No prisoners, kill lots of stuff, and Secure 2, perfect, that's over here. So ended the movement, done a few wee things. I've advanced these Dire Avengers onto marker number 2, moved up the Dark Reapers, and Maugan Ra still in range of his targets. The batteries or weapon support teams don't need to actually move now, because they're in range of the Vindicators, their targets. And my Farseers moved on up as well. Dire Avengers down here staying still, but these ones actually advanced. They got a mighty 5 inches, so they zipped on up. And you never know, they're just going to be a pain and maybe do some Eldar fun. But with that, guys, let's crack on with the Psychic phase. Into the Psychic phase, I'm going to cast Guide onto the weapons teams here, right in the middle, these D-cannons. Looking for a 7. We nail it with an 8, so they've got Guide and Ross has got no way to stop it. And I'm actually going to Doom, and what I'm going to Doom is the 10 wound Vindicator, which is basically the one in the far side, guys. So we're going to Doom him. We're looking for 7 to cast. I get it with 7, so that Vindicator is doomed. Dire Avengers are going to shoot 4 of their Avenger catapults into the 1 wound Vindicator. Due to battle focus, I did advance them, but they count as being remaining stationary when they fire. So hitting on 3s here, guys. We get 3 misses. Your toughness 8 and I am strength 4, so I need 6s, but any 6s is AP minus 3.
So you basically need a 6.
Yeah. And we didn't. So we're going to have to move on, and we're actually going to do that with Maugan Ra. He's going to shoot his Maugator twice, which will give me 8 shots, again into the 1 wounded Vindicator.
Good call. So
hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. This is with the Shuriken round, so making 8 shots. Reroll those last 2 1s. So they all hit. It's strength 6, so 5s to wound. For 2 wounds at minus 1.
I just want to bring the 4 up save. 1 has failed.
You're going to use your last command point.
To save 1 wound in that one. I think I'm not going to. I think I need to save that one.
Yeah, does he explode?
Really don't want him to explode. I might use my command point if he explodes.
Yeah. No.
No.
But that Vindicator is gone. Weapons battery is going to shoot 3 D-cannons into the doomed 10 wound Vindicator. I am basically going to shoot 3 D3 shots. So that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. Could I get 3 more dice, Ross?
You sure can.
Now, because they're guided, these will be 3s to hit, reroll all wounds.
Reroll hits.
Reroll all hits, sorry. Apologies. I will reroll all wounds anyway in a minute. So, yep. 5 hits, and it'll be strength 12, so 3s to wound, but because you're doomed, I'll reroll all wounds. Now, it basically goes straight through your armour because it's minus 4, and it's d6 damage apiece.
I need you to roll so low.
I
not
didn't.
low enough.
So it's enough for him to explode potentially? No, but that Vindicator is gone. And last to shoot will be the Dark Reapers. So we're going to use the 10 of these guys. They're going to split their shots up. It will be 4 of the Reaper launchers into the 2 wounds remaining Middle Predator, and the 5 remaining Reaper launchers and Exarch's Eldari missile launcher into, that Predator there. So let's start with the 4 Reaper launchers on the wounded guy. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s due to Maugan Ra. Ugh. Okay, so 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. For 3 wounds, it's minus 2.
So that's going to be 5 up saves?
It sure will. If you fail a single one,
he's toast.
Does he explode? No. So he's gone, and then we'll just move on to the next shots, onto the unwounded one. So 5 Reaper launchers. We are hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. And we wound on 3s, strength 8 against toughness 7. So 2 wounds, 5 up saves.
2 fails, that'll be
6 damage.
Yep.
And then the Eldari missile launcher, obviously we're doing the single shot one. he misses and he doesn't get to reroll. So one Predator's gone, and that one is down to
5 wounds.
5 wounds. Right, that brings an end to the Craftworlds turn 2, and a lot happened there, guys. Just to get you a quick recap, command point wise, it's still 2 for Craftworlds, 1 for Imperial Fists. A lot of units fell to the wayside there, so what have we done? We did secure 2 Ross down there with the Dire Avengers, so that gives me 1 command point.
Victory point.
Victory point, sorry. I got command strike because I killed something in either the shooting, fight, or psychic phase, so another victory point. And I did kill 3 units, giving me no prisoners for D3 victory points, guys.
That's a lot of points.
For another 1. So that will only give me 3 points. Or I could command point and reroll that. Let me think. Guys, I don't even think we actually can reroll that. But anyway, I'm not going to, guys. I'll keep my 2 command points. The score is 9 for Craftworlds. That's not 9. And I will burn secure 3. It's just not going to happen. However, though, Ross did get defend 1 and defend 6 down there and up here, giving you 4 command points.
Victory points.
Victory points. So that will actually bring the score 9 to Ross's 7 as we move into Imperial Fists turn 2.
We are now into Imperial Fists turn 2. Even with the loss of the Wraith Knight, David did quite a lot of damage there. Certainly Doom and Guide did have a lot of benefit there. My force may have taken a lot of damage, but I now have quite a few cards coming to hand, and I now have sort of the access to go to the midfield if I want, because I've eliminated quite, David's Wraith Knight, which was pretty scary, and then hopefully I'm going to eliminate more units. We'll see how that goes as we have a look at my new cards. So we've got our new cards for turn number 2. So Emperor's Retribution again, really kind of difficult. Honor of the Chapter, really want that gone because I don't think I'm going to catch a character. Secure Objective Marker 5, nope. Defend Objective Marker 4, possible, but if I move anything there, Dave's going to ensure its death. And then no prisoners basically kill a unit, which is all kinds of possible. It's not great hands. There's possibilities, but it's really, really difficult. Let's see what we can do as we go into my movement phase. So, finished up the movement phase for the Imperial Fist. So I had plans and they kinda didn't work out. We'll explain that in a minute. So our Tactical Marines came out of this Rhino here, basically getting me some within rapid fire range of these Dire Avengers, and I moved the Rhino a wee bit as well to get access to rapid fire into them as well. I kept the Vindicator still. Basically it needs to cause more damage than take that point. I think if it goes there either way it's dead, but I really need a turn of good shooting here to really do well. I had a good plan here. I tried to advance the Tactical Marines to get back in the Rhino. I rolled a 1, so they just couldn't quite get within 3 inches again, which is a shame. And then I thought, I'll advance the Rhino to see if I can get a high roll and get within range of Defend Objective Marker 4. I rolled another 1, so I didn't manage to, so I just decided not to move it. But they did both advance, so I'll get in there next turn, but they're not going to do anything this turn. Kept the central block still, because I just planned to try and fire and cause some damage. With that, let's go on and do some shooting. So the Vindicator really needs to do well here. It's going to put its shots into your support platforms.
My weapons teams.
Your weapon teams. So it's going to be D3 shots on them. Yep, D3 shots. Need this to be high.
You've got 1 command point left.
I'm not going to use it.
Okay, that's fine.
So 1 shot, hitting on 4s, but I get to reroll 1s and 2s because you're
Alaitoc.
So we get hit. Really maybe wish I'd use that command point now.
3s, so your strength 10, so 2s to wound.
Minus 4 AP, should probably just kill that one guy.
Yeah, it'll damage, roll for your damage. Just go for it. Yeah. 5 damage, he'll soak up, he dies along with his crew.
So I'm going to go with the accurate Predator next, and I'm just going to put all its shots, all 4 last cans, into your weapon teams. Really want to kind of bring them down.
Good thing.
So it's going to be 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s and 2s because of Lysander being a chapter master now, because he got a promotion. Not bad.
Promotion's paying off?
Yeah, promotion's good. I think it was double 1, so I think I'd still get a re-roll it either way. It's going to be 3s to wound you. Very nice. Minus 3.
I'm going to double check their armor save. No save of any kind. It's a 4-up armor, so...
So, D6 damage, 5 to destroy. Oh, right. We'll do the other one.
Just don't roll a 1.
Yep.
So 5 wounds caused, 5 damage caused.
Yep.
Got it. So they are gone.
Stormbolter on the Rhino next, going to go against these dire Avengers. So it's going to be 3s to hit you, 4 shots, because you're not far. Okay. 3s to wound you. For 2 wounds.
It'll be 3-up armor because of cover, or 4-up to 3-up, sorry. I'll take 1 wound on the Exarch, so he's down to 1 wound.
And next, our Tactical Marines are going to rapid fire straight into these dire Avengers. I will get to ignore cover now, because of Legion rules. It's 20 shots, hit on 3s. Okay.
It's not bad.
Actually, it was not great. That's 7 misses.
3s to wound, however.
3s to wound, however. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, that was not a good follow-up.
I still think it's enough to wipe them. So the cover's ignored, so they go to a 4-up save, which is same for them all. Exarch dies and 3 more Avengers die, so there's 1 Avenger left, sorry.
And painfully, because that Dark Avenger, Dire Avenger just surviving, I can't target David's Warlord, because if I dealt with him, that would have been my plan. Never mind, we are going to just put the last Predator into the Dark Reapers. So it's going to be 4 last scan shots into them. -1 to hit because you're Alaitoc, and I am hitting on 4s because I'm wounded.
So 5s.
So it's going to be 5s to hit, rerolling 1s, 2s, 3s, yeah. 5s, yep. Everyone's rolling 1s near Lysander.
Yeah. I wish I maybe had done my my lightning flash reflexes now, but okay, go for it. Yeah, I really wish I did.
2s to wound.
Yeah, 2s to wound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish I did now. 5-up saves because they're in cover, so 3-up to a 2-up armor, and you're -3. Yeah. You know
what?
Not even bothered. Into the morale phase, there's 1 test to make with this Dire Avenger, and a 5 or 6, he will perish. Nope, he sticks around. He's leadership 8, and he lost 4 of his brethren, so he sticks around.
So end of Imperial Fists, turn 2 there. And it could have been better, like, I really wish it had actually been better. We could have been a bit more aggressive with the Vindicator, might be nice. We did deal with the weapon platforms, which is okay. But we still have those Dark Reapers at full capacity, which is dangerous. So what did I do? I did get no prisoners. I only killed 1 unit though, so I'm only going to get 1 victory point, bringing me to 8, while David is still at 9.
Yep.
I'm going to burn Secure Objective Marker 5 because it's way down there. I don't see that happening quite yet. It might take a wee bit of time. And in terms of command points, I'm still at 1 and David's at 2. So with that, let's pass it on to the Eldar Craftworlds, turn 3.
Right guys, it's Craftworlds turn 3. We scraped through it there. Let's see if we can dish out some damage. It's really going to be our tactical objective cards that probably define how my turn goes here. I've only got 1 card currently active, so I think I'll get to claim 3 more. Let's see what they are. So I already had Defend 1, but I've just drawn Master of the Warp, Defend 3 and Hold the Line. Well, Defend 3 is over here, Defend 1 is there. Master of the Warp and Hold the Line. Totally doable, so I should hopefully have 2 extra victory points at the end of this turn. Let's see how the movement goes. So guys, end of the movement phase, I've just moved my Farseer back. Dire Avengers have hopped up onto this, and they're all just staying there. They're just staying here. Dark Reapers and Maugan Ra. Over here, Dire Avengers here have advanced up, and they're now in range of these tacticals, and I have just marched over this Dire Avenger here. He's going to take a long, well not a long bomb charge, but a decent charge into that Vindicator, a wee cheeky charge. But yeah, that's really all I've got left, so straight into Psychic phase. Into the Psychic phase, and my Farseer is going to doom these Tactical Marines. So looking for a 7. We fail it, and we fail it really badly, so I'm going to use a full reroll with my Runes of Battle. Well, I've just thrown dice off the table. I've got a 4, so a 3+. Nailed it. So we do get Doom on the tacticals, and then I'm going to guide. Who am I going to guide? I'm going to guide these Dire Avengers here Again, looking for a 7. We get it, so we get Guide and Doom off. Dire Avengers are going to Avenger Catapult these Tactical Marines. So 8 shots, because our Exarch has no guns. So 8 shots, we are hitting on 3s rerollable, because of Guide. And our Battle Well doesn't matter. They all hit. I was going to say Battle Focus, because the advance means they're stationary. And I wound on 4s, rerollable, and 6s are AP -3. So we've got 2 AP -3, and 2 rerollables, because of Doom. So, they're your normal saves, and 2 6-up saves.
2 6-up saves.
Nailing it, so 1 goes down.
1's going down, and the other 3-up saves. And our 2 going down for 3 total.
Maugan Ra is going to go next with his Shuriken round. He's going to use 8 shots because he gets to shoot the Magitor twice. Strength 6, -1, damage 1. Into the tacticals. Hitting on 2 is rerollable. Or reroll 1, sorry, I should say. So they all hit. Wounding on 3s due to strength 6, and I get to reroll because of Doom. Reroll these. Okay, so 6 wounds at -1, so 4-up saves.
4-up saves.
Nailing it.
Nice. 2 going down.
Dire Avenger here is going to shoot his catapult into these tacticals. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, rerollable. And 6s are AP -3. Nope, so 1 more wound.
3-up save.
Nailed it. And last to shoot are the Dark Reapers. Still a full complement of 10 guys. So we're going to do all the Reaper launchers, 9 of them, into the unwounded Predator. And the Aeldari missile launcher single shot into the wounded one. So let's do the single shot first. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. We hit. Wounding on 3s. Nothing. I do have 2 command points.
What AP are you?
-2. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a command point. I've got 2 less than down to 1. Yep, so we cause a wound. It's -2.
5-up save. Nope. I've got 1 left. I'm not going to reroll. I'm going to let you go for it. If you roll a 5 here, I'm going to really regret that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very good command point.
D6 damage.
Oh,
Yep.
no!
Does it explode?
Don't explode.
No, but Predator's gone.
Oh, that was a good command point.
And then 9 Reaper launchers into the other Predator over here. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s due to Maugan Ra.
You've got another 1 there.
Oh, do I? Thanks, Ross. So 3 rerolls. That's cocked. There we go. So that's what 3, 6, 7 have hit. Wounding on 3s. Not so good because I can't kill you. But you know what? I've already killed the Preds. I'm happy.
Yeah. So 5
Yep.
up save. 2 go through. I'll lose 6 wounds.
1 charge to make. This Dire Avenger is going to be a hero and charge into that Vindicator.
That Vindicator is going to blow him up. D3 shots. For 2. Heading on 6s, but I get to reroll them all.
Oh, he's good as dead probably. Go for it again. Okay, so 1 hit.
2s
to kill.
So if I roll a 1 here, you can bet on command pointing it.
Nice.
He's
dead.
He's a hole in the ground. So morale now. I've got morale to make for these tactical marines. On a 4+, I'll lose more of them, but I get to reroll it because they know no fear. So 4+.
That's cocked.
That's cocked. We'll try again.
Try again.
Ah, we're fine.
Right, so end of that turn 3 for Craftworlds. I'm not disappointed. That was actually quite good. We've got rid of more tanks. So I did get hold of the line, and I did get Master the Warp. So 2 extra victory points brings me to 11 to Ross's 8. I have 1 command point, and Ross, you have a command point. And I'm going to burn, defend 3. Let's move on to Imperial Fists, turn 3.
Imperial Fists, turn 3, and it is looking a bit tricky here. We both have sort of key units. However, when it comes to cards, I'm really not doing very well. I've drawn some ones that are very, 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 very tricky. I think I need to be aggressive here. If I can deal with the Dark Reapers, they are the predominant problem. If I can deal with them, then great. I just need to do as much damage to them as possible, and it might turn out well. But let's see as we go into have a look at my new card. So we now have 4 tactical objectives because it's now turn 3, so we're going down. Still got Emperor's Retribution on the chapter and defend 4. Really want these gone, they are costing me a lot. Defend 4, I should have maybe been aggressive with Vindicator last time and got it, but I'm going to do it this time. And I got Advance, which is tricky. I would need to advance the Predator now that it's wounded to get out, and now stop it shooting, and I'd have to advance Lysander, and I really don't want to do that. So Advance was not a good draw there either. So it is looking tricky, let's do some movement. Finished up the movement phase, so my Tactical Marines have decided to engage these Dire Avengers, see if I can bring them down. My Rhino here has moved just so it's within range of that tactical objective, and it can also rapid fire into these Dire Avengers, which is good. Vindicator moved up, makes it less efficient, but it is within range of stuff, which is good, and it also can sit on that objective. Lysander advanced a wee bit and is now covering his rerolls on both the Predator in the back and the Vindicator here, which is handy. Tactical Marines now can move within range to get inside the Rhino, and the Rhino advanced. Mighty, I think it was about 17 or so inches I managed to get up the field, and I'll pop smoke with it as well, so it's harder to bring down. And that'll move me in a bit more aggressive position. So I'm moving forwards. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get advanced because I'm not moving that Predator, but it's still not bad. I'm still pretty happy with that. With that, let's go into shooting. Going to start my shooting by putting the Rhino and its Stormbolter into these Dire Avengers. So it is within rapid fires, 4 shots hitting on 3s. Nice, and wounding you on 3s. For 2 wounds, you will get cover.
So 3 up saves. Both saved.
Oh, good. Now I'm going to rapid fire with the Tactical Marines that are looking them straight in the face.
Yeah, makes sense.
Heading on 3s. For very nice. Get that again, I'll be delighted. Wounding on 3s. Again, pretty solid.
Ignoring my cover.
Ignoring cover.
So 4 ups now. Here we go. So Exarch dies and 2 Avengers die. So down to 2 remaining.
Gonna go with my Vindicator next, who's gonna put his D6 shots, because you're over 5, into your Dark Reapers.
Yep, unit of 10.
D6 shots. Need high. Don't want to command point it. Pin on 5s. I'm gonna use my last command point.
Okay.
Don't regret this, Ross. Roll a 6. Nailed it. So I'm going to get 6 shots, hitting you. You're minus 2 ticks. I moved, and you are Alaitoc.
Yep, definitely more than 12 inches away.
So it's going to be 5 ticks. I'm still at full efficiency, but I get to reroll 1s and 2s. So we have 2 hits, 1 miss, and 3 rerolls. It's always 1s with Lysander. Like, need the 5s and 6s. So we get an additional hit as well. 2s to wound.
Yeah, it's 2s to wound.
For 3 wounds.
6 up saves.
Minus 3 AP. So
was it only minus 3?
Yeah, it's only minus 3, so you're actually going to get a 5 up save, I think.
Yeah, because they're in cover, so 2 up to a 5 up. Alright, cool. So 5 up save. Failed 3.
Do you want to save 1? Do you want to try?
I'm trying to think what I'm going to use my last command point for.
Morale when I shoot more at them?
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll one of them though. Nah, failed. So I'm out of command points. We're both out of command points actually, and 3 of them have died.
And the Predator next is going to put his 4 last scan shots into the Dark Reapers because they are deadly. It's going to be minus 1 to hit because you're a Alaitoc, and I'm a bit damaged, so it's going to be 5s to hit, but I do get to reroll 1, 2s, and 3s. Yes. Okay. Get a reroll. Cool, so 2 hit, yeah.
2 hit, yep. 3s to wound.
Strength 8. Strength 9.
Strength 9, sorry, 2s to
2s
wound.
to wound.
Oh, well.
Going to declare charge with these Tactical Marines onto your Dire Avengers. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yeah, so 4 shots with the catapults, hitting on 5s due to defense tactics, and rerollable due to guide. So 1 hit. It'll be forced to win, rerollable due to doom. No, nothing. Just don't roll like a double 1.
Yeah, I've already got the double 1 out of my system.
Yeah.
So we're in. So we're going to smash you in the face, David. It's going to start with the Power Fist in that unit. 2 attacks from the Sergeant, hitting on 4s.
Nope, he's not swinging.
He's not swinging, but the other guys will get you. They're going to be hitting on 3s. Maybe not.
2 of them hit though.
2 of them hit.
3s again.
2 wounds.
4 up saves. Nah, both dead. Your sergeant did not lead by example. Morale phase. Dark Reapers have a morale check. On a 6, they'll lose 1 more. Nope, they're okay.
So that is the end of Imperial Fists, turn 3. A bit lackluster. It was criminal that I didn't kill those additional 2 Dark Reapers from that Predator. I mean, double 1 at that time was very, very annoying. But we have started damaging on them, which is good. Didn't score anything because my cards are really bad at the moment and they're going to hold me back for the rest of the game unless I've got some kind of solution to that. That's going to be a real problem. I have moved forward quite aggressively, so that's going to be an interesting move in that part. I'm going to burn a tactical objective, honour your chapter. Basically, I don't see David's going to put, he's like nodding his head at me, going, he's not going to bring his Farseer to go in combat with Lysander.
Why?
Why? So let's not have that in my hand. So we're at 11-8 to David, with 0 command points each as we move into Alaitoc.
Yep.
Turn 4.
Craftworlds turn 4. We are both literally scraping through this game at the moment. I'm still leading by points, but Ross is most likely going to catch up to be behind by 1. It's my cards. What are my next 2 cards going to give me? Because that's going to determine how I play this turn. So I've just drawn, I had Defend 1 as you know, but I've just drawn Advance in Kane's Wrath. Advance probably not going to happen. In Kane's Wrath, well, you know what, I might actually charge. My Warlord might want some action. Movement phase, I've just shimmied up this little Tower of Doom and Death because I want to force the Predator to move and shoot me basically. And down here I've moved up my Warlord who's going to come over and get some fun over here. That's really it. I don't have a force left, guys. Let's see, moving to the Psychic phase. So my Warlord is going to cast Doom on Ross's Vindicator, looking for a 7. We get it, so he is doomed. And you know what? I'm actually going to cast, I'm going to cast Guide on the Dark Reapers, guys, to give them reroll all hits. Looking for 7. We get it, so we get Guide off. Warlord is gonna start smacking up these Marines. So twin shuriken catapults, hitting on 2s. No rerolls there.
That was also not a good noise.
Forced to win, 6s are AP minus. Oh my word. Right, Singing Spear. He hits and he always wins on a 2+. He wins. It's no AP.
3 up save, 2 up save. You don't ignore cover.
Nope. No. Dark Reapers, now you've only got what, 7 wounds left?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to put, I'm going to put everything on the Vindicator just to be sure. So let's go with the Reaper launchers first. There is, what, 6 of them? Hitting on 3s, reroll all hits due to Guide. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, 4s to wound, because you're toughness 8 against strength 8, but reroll all wounds due to Doom. So reroll that wound. There we go. -2 to your save.
5 up save.
Yep. Reroll our dice. He's gone.
He's gone.
And the missile launcher was already declared, guys, so I can't use it.
Does it explode?
No.
Nope.
Vindicator's gone. Maugan Ra is going to use his Maugeter, and I'm going to use the Shuriken round, so 4 shots, strength 6, -1, 1 damage apiece, and I'm going to do it twice, so 8 shots in total into Ross's tacticals.
These ones here?
Yeah, so I'm just going to get the dice. Here we go. So we're hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. Okay. So they all hit. Wounding on 3s. Don't overkill them. -1, so basically it cancels out your cover.
Yeah, so 3 up saves. They're all fine.
Wow. So we're going to declare a charge with my Farseer into these tacticals. Again, this feels like suicide. I want the points and I've got a backup plan.
Yeah, you did have a lot of shooting into them that failed, so yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna be overwatching you though. 10 shots, hitting on 6s.
For 1.
1. Wounding you on your toughness 4.
Yeah, I'm indeed.
For not happening.
So I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in, and you know what? I'll just go round to here. Going to attack you with my singing spear. So 2's to hit, 2 attacks with the Farseer. Come on! And then, you know what? I've got the Sear the Shifting Vector, so I get to reroll any number, or a hit roll, wound roll, psychic test. I'm going to reroll that.
Okay.
So my Warlord trait's been used. I get 2 hits, and the Singing Spear always wounds on a 2+. For 2 wounds, just normal 3-up saves, mate.
3-up save.
Yay!
One goes down. So I'm going to attack you back now. I'm going to start with my Power Fist. It's going to be 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. One of which hits. I'm going to wound you on 2s, I believe. And we wound.
Okay, so it'll be a 4-up invul save with my rune armor. Failed it.
So it's D3 damage.
Take
a wound.
To 5 wounds.
5.
I've got 6 in total.
Jizo, and 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding you on 4s. Nope.
No. So I'm down to 5 wounds. End of turn 4 for Craftworlds. Not too bad. I will score 1 victory point for Kane's Wrath as my Warlord successfully charged. The score is now 12 to 8. But Ross, you did defend 4. So you will actually get 2 victory points because your Rhino's still on it, bringing the score 12 to 10 in favour of the Craftworlds. And I'm going to burn defend marker 1. With that, let's go into turn 4, Imperial Fists.
So we're pretty darn close as we bring it into Imperial Fists turn 4. We're running out of objective cards, which is making this really, really difficult. I am now probably getting a little bit more superiority when it comes to the board, but I need to be aggressive as Dave has developed quite a death tower up there as well. Very, very tricky position I find myself in. Let's see how it goes as I draw 1 new card. We are down to 3 cards. This Emperor's Retribution, which I think was actually the first card I drew, is holding me back something fierce. Really, really being a pain. David just will not set a point for me to take, or I can't get to it. Advance is tricky. I could get it, but I'm going to have to start moving Predators and things. And Psychological Warfare is my new card. Very, very tricky, but I do want to damage those Dark Reapers. Can I do it? Difficult, but we'll find out. Let's do some movement. Finished up our movement phase there, so I got these Tactical Marines out of combat with this Farseer because I didn't really like him. But also, the closest target to the Predator is the Farseer, so I could maybe do some damage there. Lysander is, of course, still giving buffs there. My 2 Rhinos, one which does not have anyone inside it, is over here, and one that does have them is over there as well. So I can't get the troops out yet, but it certainly means next time I might be able to, and put some shots at some guys here as well, which would be really, really, really nice. So yeah, let's do some shooting. So Predator's gonna go after the Farseer, try and bring him down. 4 shots, hit on 5s because you're a Alaitoc, and I get to reroll 1, 2s and 3s due to Lysander being a chapter master now. So I don't get to reroll that, but I do get to always 1s. So yeah, 3 hits.
3s to wound.
2s to wound.
Strength 9, yeah, sorry. Yep.
Oh my word, this Predator!
So 1 wound's gone through.
Yep, 4-up invul.
Rune armor. He's fine. He was
covered,
but we'll fix him.
Yeah. And our first Rhino here is going to target the Dire Avengers. Could go with Dark Reapers, but your save is insane with them at the moment, so I'll need to save that for now. But if I can cause some damage here and cause you to fail morale, it'll be pretty good. So 4 shots because I'm in rapid fire range, hitting on 4s because you're a Alaitoc. Oh, hit.
No, you're hitting on 3s because you're within 12 inches.
Oh,
you have to do more, so they all hit anyway,
they all hit anyway.
You wouldn't, Alaitoc wouldn't have factored there.
Yeah, so it's 3s to wound. For all wounds.
So it'll be 3-up save due to cover. 4-up to a 3-up.
Yep.
1 Dire Avenger. I'm going to put that wound on the Exarch.
Okay. I'm going to basically do another 4 shots from the other Rhino.
Yeah. So 3s to hit.
Hit on 3s. Okay. Wounding you on 3s. For 2 wounds.
3-up because of cover. They're fine, but 1 wound on the Exarch.
So a pretty unfortunate turn for me there. Let's face it, I achieved absolutely 0. The double one in the Farseer was criminal. This Predator knows how to hit, does not know how to wound. It really is causing me a bit of problems now. Didn't do any damage elsewhere either except for a wound, and I think that may come back to haunt me. I also scored no objectives, and I can only burn one, which is going to be finally that Emperor's Retribution. Just get rid of it. It's no use. You're not even sitting on any objectives anymore, so I can't even stop you. So yeah, let's go on to Alaitoc, turn 5.
So again, none of us really have much to play with here, but my objective is really to keep that ratio of points ahead of Ross at all times, and I think now it's time to maybe kill that Predator. Let's see my new card I get to take though. So I've got advance already. I've just drawn defend 4. Tragic. Movement phase didn't really do much, guys. Dire Avengers staying where they are. Reapers, Maugan Ra down here, and Warlord, well, he wants to try a second time at these Marines. Kicking off the psychic phase, my Farseer is going to smite these Marines. And we get it for D3 mortal wounds. That's 3 dead Marines. I'm assuming you're going to keep your Sergeant alive.
Sure am.
What I'm also going to do next is I'm just going to guide those Dark Reapers. May not really be needed, but I'm just going to put guide on them. Looking for 7. We don't, and I can use my runes to reroll any number of dice for the psychic test. I'm just going to reroll both.
Double 1.
I get a 1 and a 2, but no. So no guide, but we do smite those Marines. Starting the shooting phase, my Farseer is going to shoot his Singing Spear and twin Shuriken Catapult at your Sergeant in there. So, Catapult first, hitting on 2s, 4 shots. They all hit.
That's more like it.
Wounding on 4s. So 3 wounds.
2 up save, because I'm cover.
You sure are.
Which keeps me alive.
And the Singing Spear, hitting on 2s. Always wins on a 2. Hits a wind, no AP.
2 up save.
He's
We're
fine.
okay.
Dark Reapers, 6 Reaper launchers into the Predator, and an Eldari missile launcher from the Exarch into this Rhino. So let's start with the missile launchers. 6s, so we're looking for 3s to hit reroll 1s due to Maugan Ra. Thank you, Maugan Ra. So they all hit. And it's 3s to wound, strength 8.
Please show me 1s and 2s.
No.
No.
So 5 up saves. If I get 2 through, he's dead. Yeah. Does the Predator explode? Not that it can damage anyone in range. No. But the Predator's gone. And I'll just do the Eldari missile launcher into that Rhino with the Exarch. He hits. 3s to wound. That's cocked. He wins. It's -2. I'm using the single shot, guys, as you can tell. Oh no, so it goes through. And it's D6 damage. For 5 wins in the Rhino. Maugan Ra is going to shoot his Maugator twice into the Rhino using the Shrieker or Shuriken round, which is strength 6, -1, 1 damage, 4 shots, because I can't see your Sergeant in there. Anyway, 8 shots, 2s to hit, reroll 1s, they all hit, and 5s to wound at strength 6. Okay, so 4 wounds at -1.
So 4 plus save. Oh.
You're down to what? 2 wounds. And last to shoot are the Dire Avengers. 4 Avenger Catapults into the Rhino. 8 shots, just hitting on 3s here. 1 miss. It'll be 5s to wound, but 6s are AP -3. There's a 6, so I've not got enough to kill you though.
6 up save?
Yep.
Nope.
Nope, so he's down to 1 wound remaining. Charge to make, Farseer into your Sergeant with the Power Fist. Overwatch, Ross.
Full gun, hit on 6s. We got a hit. Wounding on 4s. We did not get a wound.
Charge time. I'm in. Farseer's going to strike with the Singing Spear. 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. Always wounding on 2s. For 1 wound.
3 up save.
He's alive.
So I'll straight away attack back. Forced it.
Perfect.
Both hit. 2s to wound. Both wounds. Where were these rolls earlier on with the Predator?
4 up. Really?
Oh.
Stalemate again. Into the morale phase, just Ross's Sergeant.
Fails on a 6. And they
Reroll
show no,
it.
no fear.
Oh!
Oh, God. I can't roll another 6, can I? Nah, he doesn't know fear.
Okay. That's the end of Alaitoc turn 5. Wow. I do get no points. Score still 12 to 10. And I will burn defend 4, guys. So with that, let's pass it on to Imperial Fists, turn 5.
So we are now on turn 5 Imperial Fists. I am 2 victory points down, but there is chances. I have faith. My cards are advanced in psychological warfare, so I need to get Lysander out of my deployment zone and cause enough damage to cause a morale, and then get Linebreaker, and I could win this.
You could, yeah.
Let's try.
Go for it.
I'm not optimistic. So we're going to go with our Tactical Marines rapid firing into these Dark Reapers. Chosen the Dark Reapers over the Dire Avengers. They may have a slightly better save, but there's more of them, so if more die, it's better. And if I overwipe the Dire Avengers, it would be tragic.
Yeah, totally agree. Good
so,
call.
3s to hit. Yep.
Just 3s to hit, mate.
Bad. Really bad.
Not a good start.
Not a good start at all. That was 4, 5, 9 misses.
Yep.
Come on, Ross.
3s to win though.
3, 6, 9, 11. 3s to win. These need to be good. They were pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
Yep, that's 9 wins.
9 wins. So, I should probably roll them separately because I need to choose the Exarch here.
They've all got the same armor save.
They do, yeah,
fine.
but we're going to start with the Exarch, guys, just so you know.
Good plan. If you pass these, I'm going to cry.
3 up because you ignore my armor.
Please ignore, fail loads of these.
I did. So the Exarch soaks up 2, and 3 more Reapers go down.
Super Damage Rhino is going to attempt to do some pot shots at the Dark Reapers. I've got 4 shots. I shouldn't wipe them. If I wipe them, I don't deserve to win this game. 4 shots, hitting on 5s. 2, yep, ideal. Wounding you on 3s. Yep. You do have a 2+ save. I don't ignore cover. Oh,
Saved.
you're fine. And the Rhino on this side is going to rapid fire into the
Dire Avengers.
Dire Avengers. 4 shots, hitting on
3s.
3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh,
Cool.
wound.
Remember the Exarch's already wounded, guys. So this will be in cover, so 3 up saves. They're fine.
Bolt pistol into the Farseer's face. Have it. It hits. Wounds and force. It wounds.
It wounds. I'm down to 4 wounds.
Power fist to the face. It's going to happen, David.
Combat time.
Hit on 4s. 1 hit, so I can't kill you. Choose to wounds.
Ignored.
Okay, do you want to swipe back at me?
Yeah, Singing Spear. 2s to hit. Oh, come on. And 2s to wound. It's a wound.
3 up save. Nah.
Nailed it. Into the morale phase, and this is probably the most important morale of the game.
This is really important.
If I roll a 5 or 6 here for these Dark Reapers, and the game was to end, Ross will win.
Yep.
So here we go. Had to roll a 6, so I'll lose 2 Dark Reapers, and that will give you some victory points.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And somehow I have brought this to a very precarious position. I scored advance. I moved now Chapter Master Lysander out of my deployment zone, giving me 1 victory point, and I caused psychological warfare by David failing a morale test, bringing it 12 to 12, I believe, which is
big. So Ross, if the game ends here, you will get Linebreaker with that Rhino and Marines, which means you will actually then win the game.
Yes.
So do the honors. On a 1 or 2, the game will end. On a 3 or more, it will continue, and it can still be anyone's game. Go for it. So let's see what happens. Turn 6. So the Elder Gods are giving us 1 last chance.
Well, possibly 2.
Possibly 2. Let's see what I get. Yeah, I'm not even going to show you the cards, guys. You should know already. I've already got advance, so that's achievable, and that will nullify Ross's Linebreaker when it comes. And I still have the potential of Linebreaker if the game goes on to turn 7. Let's try it. Let's try. So end of the movement phase. I've moved up the Dark Reaper, but I had to advance Maugan Rat and the Dire Avengers to get out of the deployment zone. But their battle focus allows them to still shoot. And then I've fallen back. The Farseer, he wants none of this epic sergeant, but he has the fly keyword, so he can still shoot. I cannot get into Linebreaker just yet, so I need to hope the game continues to get that next turn. But with that, let's crack on with Psychic. Gonna smite with Farseer onto the Sergeant. Can we get rid of him? He's been a pain in my backside.
Yeah, he's been trying to...
I can re-roll. I'm just gonna re-roll the 1.
Yeah.
Use his armor to re-roll. Yep, just, but he's dead, guys. I'm not gonna roll the mortal wounds, so he's gone.
Yep.
And I'm just in range to doom or guide a unit. It's really going to not make much of a difference. And I'm only in range of either dooming Lysander, who I can't do anything to, or dooming the Rhino, who I think is doomed anyway, or guiding the Dark Reaper. I'm going to doom the Rhino.
Okay.
It's doomed. Dark Reaper's going to use his Reaper launcher in the shooting phase into the Rhino. So we're 3s to hit, reroll 1s due to Maugan Ra. Okay. And we're 3s to wound, but re-rollable due to doom. Okay, 5 up save on the Rhino.
5 upper is gone.
That's a 2.
It's gone. Does it explode? I'd accept it if it exploded.
No, but the Rhino is gone. Dire Avengers are going to shuriken Avenger catapult, down at these tacticals. There's 8 shots, hitting on 3s. They ignore the penalties for advancing and shooting assault due to battle focus. Not that it made any difference there. 4 hits and it's forced to wound. 6s are AP -3. So...
-3, so it's a 6 up save.
Nope.
Nope, and 3 up save.
Nope.
So 2 go down.
We're just going to keep the gravy train going here. We're now going to shoot Maugan Ra's Maugator. So you've lost 2 Marines so far, so you're down to 8.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot the Maugator twice with the Shuriken round, so that's strength 6, -1, 1 damage apiece, 4 shots.
Yeah.
We get to shoot the gun twice, so 2s to hit, reroll 1s. And 3s to wound. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So that's 8 wounds and -1.
4 up saves. That is bad. 2, 4, 5 of them go down.
Plus the 2 earlier, you've lost 7 Marines.
So I've lost 7 Marines there, so I'm definitely suffering morale. Although when I pass anything else, I start losing guys, and I do get to reroll. So I'm going to lose 1. Do I have to reroll?
We'll double check.
So it says I can reroll morale, so I'm going to choose not to. So they're going to know fear, but only 1 of them.
End of Craftworlds turn 6, and I will score advance. I have none of my units in my deployment zone. So that brings the score 13 to Craftworlds, 12 to Imperial Fists. But you've got turn 6 and a card. Let's pass it over.
See what that is. Imperial Fists, turn 6. We are now really down to the line on how much damage we have taken. It's down to wire. David is at 13 points, I'm at 12, but I'm achieving Linebreaker at the moment. So if it did end, it would draw, but I have a card. Let's see what that card will be. And we have revealed the objective I've got is secure objective marker 1. Lysander can do it if he advances 6 inches. Whew. Now to explain why that is important, if I make that 6 and it brings us to the same points each, I will win by being Linebreaker. If the game ends. If the game ends, so then I would win. If the game ends and I don't get this 6, I'm just going to do it now, it will draw. If we then continue on to turn 7, David will move onto, not towards Lysander obviously, and I will have to lose my tactical objective because we can't hold any in turn 7. David will just move over here and fundamentally win. So, if I get a 6 here and the game ends, I win.
Yeah, we're just going to go straight on to the movement phase, guys.
Oh, we're just going to roll this right now because that's the only thing that matters. Lysander, you need to get a 6. That's not. So it will not get me to the objective. I need to pray this game ends now and we get a draw. Very quick movement because we obviously know Lysander moved 8 inches and failed, but the Rhino and Tap Marines move slightly so they can start gunning down some dire Avengers. 4 shots, we're just going to go straight shooting from the Rhino, from Storm Bolter, hitting on 3s into the dire Avengers. Well, never mind. Wounding on 3s.
Shoot us, buddy.
Okay, you do get cover.
3 up save, yep, and the Exarch's already wounded, so this is on him.
Yep.
So the Exarch is dead.
Okay, and 4 shots
yeah.
from the Tactical Marines, hitting on 3s.
Oh!
winning on 3s. Haha!
So the Hexarch's dead.
And we are at the end of turn 6 Imperial Fists. It's truly down to the wire here. On a 1, 2 or 3, this game will end in a draw. It will bring it 13 victory points each, as I will get a Linebreaker. On a 4, 5 or 6, I will concede immediately, as David will move his Farseer away from Lysander, but into Linebreaker. We have no cards. Unless I found a miracle to kill the Farseer, which I won't, then yeah. So 1, 2 or 3 is a draw. 4, 5, 6, David, you win.
That's cocked. Had to be.
Oh, I can't read.
There you go, buddy. Don't roll that 6. Yeah,
well, I wanted
it
it earlier on. And it is a 4, which will be a victory to David's and to the Alaitoc Eldar. Let's have a word about that one.
Right, guys, that was brutal. I think each turn, both of us were scraping the barrel for kills and points.
We forgot about the rule.
We forgot about the rule where after turn 3...
But we both forgot, and I think it was one stratagem. It's fine. We both forgot, it's equal.
Yeah, we don't think it would have changed the game too much. Essentially, that rule just wasn't played. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
But it was literally down to the wire.
That was one of the closest games we've probably ever had. Both our roles in certain situations were abysmal. I'm going to say me more than you. Your first turn was awful. That really gave me a big chance. But some of the times when I was like, I needed 6s to hit, got 3 6s, and then you answered by saving them all, or I failed to wound.
You failed to win, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, for goodness sake, it was like the complete opposite. And then there was a couple of times, just if I could deal with those Dark Reapers a little bit quicker, I think I would have, done a lot better. Yeah. Obviously, if you'd hit with your Wraith Knight, that would have been helpful as well.
Every time I've used the Wraith Knight now, it just hasn't actually cut it. And okay, I know he was up against some heavy Imperial armour today, but still, the points you pay, you'd expect it to kick around. Nah, turn 1, its shot did nothing really, let's be honest here, guys, even with a strength 16 weapon, and then just get shot out of existence, and it's a really expensive unit to lose. Yeah. For the unit not to have actually got any points back to lose it, it's not good enough. No, not at all, but it was an extremely close match. I absolutely loved it. Really interesting to try Imperial Fists because that was the first time, but absolutely enjoyed it. So thanks again for watching. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of that battle report. And check us out on social media for looking at our current projects. And check us out on Patreon if you want to support the channel so we can bring you more content. So with that, thanks again and we'll see you on another Tabletop Assault battle report.